Losing your job certainly isn't fun, but unfortunately it's happening to more and more Americans every day. So throwing a bash may not exactly be the first thing on your mind, but it happens to be a great way to network. So if you've been slouching on the couch, clean up and send out those little invites. Lifestyle expert Lauren Sidney says, throw yourself a pink slip party. And Lauren, you are the perfect person to throw this. As soon as I saw this, I said, I bet it's Lauren. You come up with great ideas.
Thank you, Kathy Lee. It can't be a pity party.
Right.
The first thing that happens, you want to go under the covers and eat Ben & Jerry's. You can't afford Ben & Jerry's anymore. Get out there and network. But if you don't like to ask for help, this is a great way to ask without asking.
First, you have to send out invitations,
Exactly.
and you have 3 little ways you could do it.
I've done it 3 ways. For those of us that are technological,
that would not be me.
Exactly. Just send a simple
Here
email for a pink slip party. You can also kick it up a notch, send an actual pink slip.
Which
done with a computer,
very
inexpensive.
Cute, very cute.
And then this is so adorable.
I love this one. Look at this. This is literally a little pink slip.
A little pink slip.
Yeah, bailout brunch.
From fabric that I got for $2 a yard. That's easy, that I'll tell you about later.
So you actually sewed this little thing like that?
Sewed it, but you can use little tape or glue. You don't have to sew.
And obviously use dinnerware and everything that's
of
pink.
Course. Once again, I've done a little pink slip here. It's a napkin ring, but this is very important. Use your ex-business card as place cards so that you still have contact information. You don't want to spend money during this party using things that you have around the house.
Right.
Just cross out your old business address, and then people tend to keep their cards always. So there they are with your number in their pocket.
Emotionally, this is not going to make you feel bad every time you look at it?
Absolutely not. It's yesterday. We're talking about tomorrow.
We're talking about tomorrow, baby. What's wrong with you?
Tomorrow.
Okay. What is
tomorrow? This? All right, this is our centerpiece. In Chinese culture, 3 stalks means good fortune. 4 stalks means sensuality. That's not what we're going for.
What does 5 mean? Good luck with your sensuality.
Right, that's another segment.
Okay.
So these are not flowers that are going to wilt in 3 days. These are going to last for 3 months. So it just will bring happiness and good fortune into your home.
Okay, a little something alive on the table.
Exactly.
I smell onions. You have a caviar pie there.
Caviar pie, but this is $5 caviar pie. It's called lumpfish caviar, a little bit more than a can of tuna, because, Kathy, you don't want to skimp at this party. You want it to look lush and rich and delicious, but you don't want to spend money.
I didn't know you could get $5 caviar.
$5 caviar in any grocery store around the country. Just remember the words lumpfish. I have to say it's going to be salty. You want to rinse it on a towel, but it's going to be delicious.
Okay, good.
This is a wonderful recipe.
Yeah.
Okay, champagne.
Makes you feel like you're back in the Gordon Gekko kind of days. So you got champagne, which you can get inexpensively.
You can, and if you want to hide it from the people, do a little pink slip over the vintage, which is 2010.
Oh, okay.
It hasn't been creamed yet. And to make it a little more delicious and hide the fact that you're going to get a headache the next day, just take some strawberry or raspberry puree, pour it into the bottom of the glass. Then when you add the sparkling champagne, it's just going to kick it up a notch and make it even more sweet. And remember, fresh strawberries cost a lot of money. Up.
Sorry.
Grab it. Somebody grab it.
Hold on, I've got your champagne over here.
We're going to save it for later. Okay, you've been laid off. This is a lay-on.
That's funny.
It is not for a Hawaiian vacation, obviously. What you're going to do after all, these are tools for asking for help without really asking for help. You're going to ask folks to write things that can help you, and then you're going to put it on this lay. And the reason why I did such a ridiculous thing, you're not going to lose this, Kathy Lee.
Yeah.
If you're going to put a little piece of paper in a drawer, you're going to lose it. This, you ain't losing.
People give their ideas for you.
Exactly.
Darling.
Also, throughout the party, just put your names in, and every 10 minutes, pull one out and just go, okay, Hoda, you're up. Talk about what you need. And you stand up and you have a floor at the party without any humiliation or embarrassment.
Good. And hopefully less and less pink slip parties will be given in the months to come. Thanks so much, Lauren.
Thank you, darling.
You so much.
Thank you.
Now let's go over to Hoda and see what damage she's doing over there.
Yeah, we're going to need some drinks over here, okay? All right, now you know how to throw the party. So what are the keys to networking? Career counselor Roy Cohen has some tips. Hello, Roy.
Hi there, Hoda.
Okay, so you're at the party among other people who also are probably in the same situation as you are. What's the best approach? Because you're trying to get something out of this deal.
What you're looking for is information. The way that you measure your success at a pink slip party is by not job offers or interviews. It's about getting leads. It's about getting information about potential opportunities. It's about expanding your network. It's about preparing and practicing your pitch and refining it.
But if everybody at the party is in the same boat with you, how is somebody who's hurting going to help somebody else who's hurting?
Well, that's a great question. The fact is that you want to be around people who are in job search because they're going to be job search minded. And that's our goal, to be with people who are actively looking for jobs because they're going to understand the language, they're going to understand what you're you're looking for, how to go about looking for those folks, and the steps that you need to take to really promote your job search.
And I guess part of it is attitude, because you don't want to walk in gloom and doom. You want to walk in with this positive feeling of I'm going to get something. How you present yourself, what you wear, all those things are important, right?
Sure, absolutely. Look, this is not Girls Gone Wild. We need to dress and act appropriately. So it means wearing the kind of clothing that you want to wear when you're in the kind of job that you envision for yourself. It's about not drinking too much.
Kathy Lee, did you hear that? Of course you didn't.
Having a drink.
Yes. Not drinking too much is
so
key.
Even if you think you can manage your liquor, better not to be sloppy. And carry a business card. Also make sure that you take notes, because you're going to gather a lot of information if you're effective in this sort of a party.
And you have to be careful to sort of have reasonable expectations. You shouldn't go in there and think, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to have a lead and I'm going to get a job tomorrow. You've got to try to make sure that you manage that, right?
Oh, absolutely. Your goal is to gather names, gather information, again, refine your pitch, make sure that you're promoting your job search, and then you've got to follow up immediately. Follow-up is critical.
When's the right time to follow up?
Immediately. First, you organize all the information that you've gathered. Then you follow up immediately, because the longer you wait, the staler that information gets.
The next day, a week later?
Yeah, I do the next day, absolutely, because people are going to forget that they've met you. And, in 2009, the key is gratitude. You've got to express your thanks and appreciation as well.
So you just...
Send a thank you note. So someone's done something good for you, you follow up immediately.
Now, is that a handwritten thank you note, or should you just pop an email and say, thank you so much for the meeting?
It's virtual. Everything we do nowadays is via email.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
None of that. Okay, just final advice, because I think a lot of people are in this boat, and they may or may not be going to a pink slip party, but they want to do the right thing when it comes to, trying to find a job out there. What's your best advice?
Best advice for finding a job is make sure that you've got a plan in place. According to the 5 O'Clock Club, a job search strategy organization, the goal is really to organize the search. It's to make sure you're clear on your targets. Once you've got your targets, you develop a game plan and a strategy. Make sure you've got a great resume. Make sure you've got a great pitch. And then you've got to go out there and execute it. And most importantly...
Face-to-face is the best way to execute?
Virtually and face-to-face.
Okay. All right.
And last point, don't fall off the wagon. It's very easy to get discouraged in job search, especially in a market like this. We want to make sure that you're doing everything possible to stay optimistic and positive.
Got it. All right, Roy. Thank you. And thank you for friending me on Facebook.
Oh, you're very welcome.
That's very important.